In a world where square footage often dictates value, architecture is quietly rewriting the rules. This story begins with a tiny house that dares to challenge conventional measurements, proving that space is not merely defined by dimensions but by experience, emotion, and intention. Design Beyond Dimensions explores how art-infused architecture can transform a compact dwelling into a living, breathing expression of creativity, freedom, and deeply human-centered design. Designing a tiny house is not about limitation. It is about clarity. Every decision must be intentional, every material purposeful, and every line meaningful. This philosophy rejects excess and embraces essence. By stripping away unnecessary elements, the architect is free to focus on proportion, light, and flow. In doing so, the home becomes a distilled expression of living, where quality replaces quantity and meaning replaces mass. This tiny house is not decorated with art. It is art. Walls, ceilings, and floors are composed as a unified canvas, where textures, colors, and forms interact like brushstrokes. The architecture itself becomes a medium of expression, allowing the resident to live inside a sculpture. Each angle and surface is designed to evoke curiosity, emotion, and movement, turning daily life into a continuous artistic experience. Every well-designed space tells a story, and in a tiny house, that narrative becomes even more powerful. The journey from entrance to living space, from kitchen to sleeping loft, unfolds like chapters in a book. Visual cues guide the eye, while subtle changes in ceiling height and material signal transitions. The house communicates without words, leading its occupants through an intentional, poetic spatial sequence. In small spaces, light is not an accessory. It is a structural element. Carefully positioned windows, skylights, and openings allow daylight to sculpt the interior throughout the day. Morning light softens textures, while afternoon shadows add depth and drama. This ever-changing illumination animates the space, making the house feel alive, expansive, and deeply connected to time and nature. One of the most powerful illusions of spaciousness comes from dissolving the boundary between interior and exterior. Large openings frame views like living paintings, pulling landscapes into the home. Sliding doors and seamless thresholds allow the tiny house to expand outward, borrowing space from its surroundings. Nature becomes an extension of the interior, enriching the sensory experience without adding square meters. Materials in this tiny house are chosen not just for function, but for narrative and feeling. Natural wood grains, raw concrete textures, and handcrafted finishes introduce warmth and authenticity. These materials age gracefully, telling stories over time. Their tactile presence invites touch, grounding the artistic design in human experience and reminding us that architecture should be felt, not just seen. Color in a tiny house must be deliberate, and here it is used as a quiet but powerful emotional guide. Soft neutral tones create calm and continuity, while carefully placed accents energize and inspire. Rather than overwhelming the senses, the palette enhances depth and rhythm. Color becomes a tool to expand perception, subtly shaping mood and amplifying the artistic intent of the space. In this home, furniture is not added after the fact, it is embedded into the architecture. Built-in seating, storage, and work surfaces are sculpted to follow the lines of the space. These elements function as both utility and art, reducing clutter while reinforcing visual harmony. The result is a seamless interior where every object belongs, and nothing feels out of place. When floor area is limited, the architect looks upward. Vertical space becomes a playground for creativity, incorporating lofts, layered shelving, and tall volumes that draw the eye skyward. This verticality creates a sense of grandeur unexpected in a tiny house. By emphasizing height, the design transcends its footprint, proving that spaciousness is as much about perception as measurement. A successful tiny house must move well. Circulation paths are carefully choreographed to avoid congestion and maintain ease. Curves replace sharp corners, and open sight lines reduce visual barriers. This fluid movement transforms the house into a dynamic environment where living feels effortless. The architecture adapts to the rhythm of daily life, enhancing comfort despite its modest size. No two tiny houses should be alike, and this one is deeply personal. Custom details reflect the values, habits, and creative spirit of its inhabitants. From hand-drawn patterns to bespoke joinery, the home becomes a self-portrait in architectural form. This level of personalization elevates the tiny house from a trend-driven solution to a meaningful, lasting expression of identity. Sustainability here is not hidden behind technology. It is celebrated as part of the design narrative. Passive ventilation, natural insulation, and efficient layouts reduce environmental impact while enhancing comfort. The house demonstrates that responsible design can be beautiful, poetic, and inspiring. Sustainability becomes an art form, proving that caring for the planet and creating beauty are not opposing goals. Beyond what we see, this tiny house is designed for what we hear and feel. Acoustic considerations soften echoes, creating a sense of calm and intimacy. Natural materials absorb sound, while strategic openings allow gentle outdoor noise to filter in. This sensory balance transforms the house into a retreat, where silence and sound coexist harmoniously, enriching the overall experience. Living small can feel liberating when design supports the mind as well as the body. Clear organization reduces stress, while visual openness fosters clarity and focus. This tiny house demonstrates how thoughtful architecture can improve well-being, encouraging mindfulness and presence. By eliminating excess, the space invites its occupants to reconnect with what truly matters in daily life. Despite its compact size, this house is remarkably adaptable. Spaces shift function throughout the day, transforming from work zones to relaxation areas with ease. Sliding panels, movable elements, and multifunctional surfaces allow the home to respond to changing needs. This flexibility ensures longevity, proving that a small footprint can support a rich and evolving lifestyle. Every joint, edge, and finish in this tiny house reflects a commitment to craftsmanship. Precision is not a luxury here. It is a necessity. High-quality detailing ensures durability while reinforcing the artistic integrity of the design. Craftsmanship becomes a form of respect. Respect for materials, for the occupant, and for architecture as a discipline rooted in care and intention. This house redefines luxury not as excess, but as experience. Luxury is found in natural light, thoughtful proportions, and spaces that feel right. It is the luxury of calm mornings, efficient living, and meaningful design. By rejecting superficial grandeur, the tiny house offers a deeper, more sustainable form of richness rooted in quality and authenticity. Beyond its walls, this tiny house speaks to a broader cultural shift. It challenges consumerism, questions spatial norms, and advocates for intentional living. As housing needs evolve, such designs propose alternative futures, ones where creativity, responsibility, and individuality take precedence over scale. The house becomes a quiet but powerful statement about how we choose to live. To inhabit this tiny house is to live inside an artwork that changes with light, time, and use. The space responds to its occupants, absorbing their routines and reflecting their presence. It breathes through its openings, materials, and rhythms, blurring the line between architecture and life. This is not just shelter, it is a companion in daily living. Design beyond dimensions reminds us that great architecture is never measured solely in meters or feet. This tiny house proves that art, intention, and thoughtful design can transcend physical limits. By breathing creativity into every detail, it offers a vision of living that is richer, calmer, and more connected. In the end, true spaciousness is not about size, but about meaning.